It will feel like it on Monday.
All right, Coach, 74-63 home win tonight over Troy. Can we have an opening statement?
Yeah, great win for us. We have so much respect for Troy and Coach Cross. I think he's one of the best coaches in the country. He's done a phenomenal job building that program. That's a team coming off the NCAA tournament. I think they're going to go back. We knew how tough they were. I think it's one of the better offensive teams we've played. Very skilled, and I was really proud of our discipline tonight defensively. I think we had 14 turnovers that we forced in the first half. I think they finished with 20. That's a credit to our kids. I thought they really did a good job of competing the right way. And we knew the biggest key to this game would be our ball pressure, because if you let that team have space, they're a prolific offensive team. So great win, a lot of contributions from a lot of different guys. I told the guys in the locker room they deserve to be tired. They earned that.
We'll open it up to questions. Bill, you want to begin?
Sure. Coach, we'll start with Jan, career high 24 points. How would you assess his performance tonight?
I loved how Jan played. I thought he had 24 points. I thought all of them were really in the rhythm of the game. I've been on Jan to make his teammates better, to make the extra pass, to see the help earlier. And he's done that. But tonight, the game called for him to score, because when he came off the ball screen, they kind of stayed home. We wanted to put them in middle ball screens, and I thought Jan did a great job delivering within the flow. I'm happy for Jan. And like I told him, when you honor the game and you play the right way, it's amazing how it comes back to you. He had 24 points. He still had 5 assists. I thought he was terrific tonight.
And Coach, you outscored UTEP on the road 37-20 the other night, and then this evening 47-38 in the second half. And you hold a team that's averaging, small sample size, in the 90s. You hold them to 63. What does that say to you about what you're doing at halftime, and then maybe even more importantly, what they're doing on the floor in the second 20?
Well, I think it's bigger than me. I got to give a lot of credit to Coach Jordan, our strength coach, to Shannon, our dietitian, Steve, Dr. Chow. Our guys are well conditioned, and that's one of the pillars of our program, and you're seeing that. And the people I just named, they play a major role in that because of the work. And I think our conditioning and our health is good, which is allowing us to wear people down. That's kind of how we want to play. So it starts with those people. Our players have really bought into that, and it's got to be a strength of our team as we continue to move forward in the season.
Coach, great win down the stretch. Rokas tonight, it didn't exactly show up in the stat sheet, but he gave you some really key minutes both on defense and in the pick and roll game. Tell me about what you saw from him tonight and how he fits into this big man rotation.
Yeah, you know what? I told Rokas in the locker room we don't win the game without him, and the stat sheets don't really tell the story. He was awesome offensively in our ball screen stuff. He had some timely finishes around the rim that were huge. He got some timely rebounds, and I thought he was a presence. The thing with Rokas spent a year at USF or UCF where he didn't play. And I think his rhythm has really been thrown off. But to his credit, man, the dude shows up every day with a great attitude, and he's working. And that's when the breakthrough happens. And I thought tonight, we saw some life there. And I'm praying and hoping that will continue, because if it does, again, we continue to grow our depth. We got guys, again, on the bench that haven't played yet that are good players, that as we grow our bench, they're going to come in. But some of these guys have to learn and grow, and Rokas is one of them, and tonight he took a step in the right direction.
Yeah. Bill mentioned how strong you guys have been in the second half here. How have you guys as a coaching staff been able to help this group develop such a high level of mental toughness and composure down the stretch?
Well, I think it's what we said. I think our conditioning is really good. Those people that I mentioned are doing a good job. The way we organize practice is good. It's very competitive, and we get up and down a lot. So I think those things, that's what you want to see. You want to see your team get stronger as the game goes on. And that's an example of being in good shape, and right now we are.
Coach, I'm curious about, it seemed like tonight you had a lot of really good late shot clock execution, particularly in crunch time. I'm just curious about your thoughts on that.
Yeah, that's a stingy defensive team too. I didn't mention it. his teams are always one of the better teams in the country. I mean, we shot 66% in the second half. You know, our whole thing is just getting a piece of the paint, screening, and then making the right reads. You know, again, when you're sharing the ball and you have a lot of guys that can score, it's hard for a defense to sit on you. And they're hard to play against because they're switching, you know, in their man, and then they're in a zone, and then they, you know, you miss a shot and they're up and pressing you, and you make a shot, they're pressing you. And I thought our guys just stuck with it, and I thought we made the right play all night. Eventually, you're going to shoot well when you do that.
And then just thoughts on UC Santa Barbara next.
Yeah, obviously I haven't really thought about it, but Coach Joe does a great job. That's going to be a tough game. They're well coached. They've got great guard play. They're physical. You know, it's going to be another battle and another great test. You know, we're going to have our hands full, and again, we have a really short, condensed time to get ready for that game. So our guys have to bounce back. We need one great energy burst here, and then we can get some rest after that game. But these next 2 days are really important.
Thanks. Coach, closing thoughts?
Yeah, you know, one thing I just would love to challenge our fans and our students. We've got a good team, and we've been building this thing. We got to get you here to help to support these kids. We've got great kids. They do great in school. They're representing that jersey with class. They're fun to watch. Let's get in the building and let's get behind this team. Let's create that atmosphere, because I think this is a team that's easy to cheer for, and we need people in the seats showing and demonstrating Lion pride. That can really help us take the next step. So that's my challenge to you. I know we don't have another game till after Thanksgiving, so you have time, but after Thanksgiving, let's get back in here. When we start conference play, let's get back in here and let's support these kids because they deserve it.
Thank you.
Thanks.